All right, this is my review for Exit 8. So here's the thing. I didn't know anything about this movie. I didn't watch any trailers. The only thing I knew about this movie a day before I went to see it is I heard that it was based on a video game. That's the only information I knew. This is what I will say about this movie. This movie is actually very deep. There's a lot of layers to this movie. And when I say that, some people might disagree, but I think anyone could kind of see that there's some layers that are interwoven in this film. Maybe some layers about just like different thoughts. Like for example, just a brief introduction to the movie. It's basically like an escape room. Someone is stuck in this tunnel, in this train station, and they're just trying to get out, and they have to get out at exit 8. And basically the rule is there's like instructions before they go in. The instructions are, if you see any anomalies, then turn back. When you turn back because you notice that something's different and something's not what it's supposed to be when you're going through this tunnel, then you'll see that it goes to exit 1. You have to go, and then if you get it right multiple times, then it goes up to exit 8, and then you can leave the tunnel. But the point is, like for example, there's a time where someone's walking and it seems like everything is fine, and then they realize, oh, the 8 and exit 8 is upside down. So then they turn back. When they go back, they realize, oh, they got that right. So now they're on level 2 until they get out. So basically, that's like the mechanics of the game, I believe, and that's the mechanics of the movie. And with that being said, that could be all the movie is, but the point is, it's not. Like, one of the main characters, he's dealing with the fact that he just found out that his ex-girlfriend is pregnant, and he's trying to figure out if he wants to be a father, all these different type of things. And I like that because even in the movie, he finds this kid who's stuck in this tunnel too, and it's kind of like for example, someone in the film talks about, oh, is this purgatory? Is this hell? Is this something that we felt guilty about? Why are we stuck in this loop? And there's a lot of ways that I think you could look at this film in different ways. Because I should have been bored. I should have been bored this whole movie because the whole movie takes place in it takes place on what feels like 20 feet, just someone walking in a circle. And then you don't really get to see the outside world. And when you do get to see pieces of the outside world, whether it be in a flashback or whatever it may be, you're like, oh my God, yes, finally. And that only happens like once or twice. And the good thing is the movie's not too long. I think if the movie was too long, then maybe I wouldn't have liked it. But the point is this. Because of that idea and that mechanic, I actually started to enjoy the movie. I started looking in the tunnel like, oh, what is this? Oh, wait, maybe is he going to get out now? Like, I started wanting that character to get to exit 8 and get out. So that made it a little bit fun at some point. Other than that, besides the mechanics, like I said, I never played the game, so. But the point is, the movie, I don't know if in the game it's the same thing, having to deal with, maybe someone having to deal with thoughts of like fatherhood and different things like that. I don't know if that's in the game, probably not. But the point is, the way this film starts and ends is interesting. And that's why I think that there's layers to it. Because, for example, in the beginning of this film, this guy, he has his headphones in. He's trying to ignore everything. He's on a train ride. And he hears the baby crying. He hears someone screaming at this mom while her baby's crying and she's not able to stop the baby from crying. He's like, puts his headphones back in the beginning of the movie. He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything because obviously, he doesn't have any, he's a bystander. He sees it happening, but, he's like, I'm staying out of this. This is none of my business. That's how he is in the very beginning of the movie. He learns that he's going to be a father. He goes through all these trials and tribulations trying to get out this tunnel. He accepts the fact that he is going to be a father. And then by the end of the movie, it's kind of like a time loop in a way. I don't want to say it's like a time loop in a way, but normally when I do these type of reviews, I would say if it's a spoiler or not. But this movie is different because it's like, I feel like you could see this movie and it's not ruining anything because this journey is so mind-bending and so mind-boggling. Even what I'm telling you right now, I'm not even completely sure if that's exactly what happens. Because there's nothing that's finite. There's no ending in this movie that makes you feel like, oh, that really happened. But then I realized maybe that's kind of what they want. The only reason I feel like the ending of this movie is actually the true ending and he actually does get out of the tunnel is because if you pay attention and you don't blink, within the last 3 seconds of the movie, something is different. Something he does is different from the very beginning of the movie. And all I'm gonna say is he takes off his headphones and he turns. He turns and the movie ends. And it seems like he's going to do something. It seems like he's accepting the responsibility of being a father. So I think that this maybe someone's like watching this is like, you're looking way too much into this. But I think there's a lot to take from this movie. And I think that it could be a way, like, maybe there's someone trying to not accept certain things, and like there's a lot of different ways you could look at it, but that's how I looked at it. Like, he's accepting the fatherhood, he's accepting the responsibility, he's accepting the change, and maybe that's why he takes off his headphones and he's gonna go say something, or he's gonna help the mother, or whatever it may be. So you can take with that whatever you want. But I never played any of the games, but I will be honest, this did make me think about playing the games. It's pretty interesting. And one thing that I was thinking is, would this even be fun as a game? But the reason I think I answered my own question in the theater is because after probably around the 35 to 40 minute mark of the movie, I started looking around. Like, I was already doing it, but I really got invested within 30 to 40 minute mark. I started looking around, like, I want to know, like, I want to see, like, is there something different in this tunnel? Because I want to help him. I can't talk to the person. I'm obviously watching a movie, but I'm watching it, like, trying to figure out if he makes this left turn, is it going to continue or is it not going to continue? Because the whole point is, if there's no anomalies, keep going forward, and then you're going to see that the number will change into exit 2, exit 3, exit 4, until you eventually get to exit 8. But if you see the anomaly, you need to turn back. The only issue that I had at some point in the movie is there was a moment where there was an anomaly, and I'm like, you clearly know this is an anomaly. This has never happened before in this tunnel. Now turn around and go back so you can get to the next level. But the point is, some of these anomalies interact with you. Some of these anomalies might touch you. Some of these anomalies might wash you away, is all I'll say. It's just like, there's a lot of things. So it's like, sometimes I could be saying, don't look at the anomaly, but I feel like if you see that every time you went through this tunnel, this door was never unlocked, but then you realize the door is unlocked, just go back so you can get out faster. Don't open the door and look. But then at the same time, he's going through this journey. He has to learn this journey. He has to come out this tunnel a different person, or have a learned experience. And if he just skips certain steps, he's not going to learn that experience. So that's why I think this movie is a little bit deep in certain ways. But other than that, I did enjoy this movie, and I did not think I would, because I thought it was just going to be the same thing. And it kind of is the same thing, but when you actually are playing with the character, when you're like I said, like, I became him at a certain point while I was watching the movie. I was like, I want to get out this tunnel with you. Like, I'm looking around, like, that's when the movie became fun to me, even though it's literally taking place in one location, walking in a circle. I'll say all the actors did great. And if you ever played the game, let me know in the comments, does the game have any type of subtext like the film has? And is the game really good? Should I try the game? I think I might try the game, but I think this would be a very cool thing if they should do like an Exit 8 maybe themed escape room, or Exit 8 themed park, or not a park, Exit 8 themed Exit 8 themed horror what's it called? What do you call those scary houses? Haunted house. So Exit 8 haunted house, or Exit 8 escape room, I think would be really cool. They probably had them already, but I don't know how long the game's been out, but this was an interesting experience, and I'm actually glad I enjoyed it. And I think what works for it is the time. It wasn't too long. It was a perfect amount of time. And I think they reveal certain things and certain aspects. They're very clear cut with the directions of this game. So when they gave you these mechanics in the movie, it works out. So I'm glad they give that to you right. Actually, I can't really say that. All I'm going to say is this. They give it to you at the right point in time in the movie. And that's why I did enjoy it. But ultimately, that's it. If I had to give this out of 5 stars, someone said, you have to tell me, what is this out of 5 stars? I would say, honestly, I'll give this a solid 3 out of 5. It's good. It's right in the middle. It's not the best. It's not the worst. It's right in the middle. It's good. I think it's a solid film. 3 out of 5. Stay your know the name, spread love and light. And since I'm excited for Mortal Kombat 2, we're going to sign off with a get over here. Peace out.
Get over here.